Hello, welcome. So today, being so close to the big Christmas as we are, I thought that we could look at r/choosing beggars, because I feel like they're a lot wilder this time of year, aren't they? Being that there are so many different holidays going on. So yeah, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in listening to with me today, then please do stick around and enjoy. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Thank you. Okay, so first post shared by MandyGirl76 says, I'd be happy to get this for free. Oh no, I can see where this is going already. So someone posts in Joker inspiration. I'm going to guess that they probably screenshot this from somewhere else and posted it in there, saying, no wonder why you're not allowed out of the car. I told the people I had 4 children and myself, and this is what I got to feed them. I pulled up in a Volvo 2020. I guess they felt some type of way because it was mentioned, you in the Volvo, pull up, pull up. I think that's just them trying to identify you so you know who they're talking to. But to know my situation, I would have never waited 2 hours and 30 minutes for the turkey on 7 Mile and John R. It's a shame. That is a big old turkey for free. And then it looks like there's some kind of like grains, maybe like potatoes and bread and stuff in that one box. Some like, I don't know, nuts, perhaps? Ben & Jerry's. You got some Ben & Jerry's. Some fruit pots, maybe. Some fruit juice and some veggies. For free, bear in mind. Turkeys are really expensive as well. At least they are here. Like, yeah, I'd just be like, thank you very much. I am very glad to get that for free. So down in the comments, Silken Tab says, you got Ben & Jerry's. And then Dixie Chick says, my food pantry gives out trail mix as a dessert. I mean, some people quite like it, I suppose. Isn't that like granola? Is trail mix granola, or am I wrong? Obviously, we don't have trail mix here, so I have no idea. But I swear, whenever I've seen it on TV, it looks like granola. And then Let Me Get a Dab says, I went to the food pantry once in a fancy town I used to live in, and it was a trip, lol. A lot of the donations were just rich people shit. Like all the eggs and dairy were from actual farms. They had Kerrygold butter and all kinds of organic vegetables and some fruits. Flipping heck, I mean, that sounds pretty decent, to be fair. So, next post, learned from last time, and I'm not going to try and reason with these kinds of people again. Last time I posted here, this travel influencer, I am rolling my eyes, you can't see it, but I'm rolling my eyes. I have a feeling I know where this is going. I have a feeling that this is going to be like someone likes asking to use someone's Airbnb or something for free because they're a travel influencer, but we'll continue. With 3,000 followers, okay, tried begging me for free art. Oh, okay, art, okay. I since then raised my prices, and a simple head sculpture is $100, and paintings are $50 to $100 plus depending on what it is. Pretty reasonable, to be fair, considering the time that goes into creating art pieces like that. Today, this girl with 710 followers tried begging me for free art. 700. I just said no and blocked her. I speak for every artist with self-respect. Don't beg for free art, especially if you don't even have 1,000. Even if you have 100,000, don't expect free art from anyone. Exactly. I blocked her name out because she shouldn't even be given any more clout than she already has, although her name is extremely generic and common. Honestly, there is such an epidemic of flipping influencers trying to get free stuff out of creatives or people who work in the food industry, weirdly enough. And it's so disgusting. Pay for their services. People who work in the creative industry are usually struggling as it is. For some reason, people view, art and things like that as something that they should just be entitled to have. And, the people who create it just don't deserve to be able to make a wage off it, a living wage, and it baffles me. I don't understand it. Creatives in general just put a lot of themselves into their work. And for then someone with 710 followers to come trotting along and going, I deserve it for free because I am an influencer. Get fucked entirely. So let's have a look at the text message, shall we? Hello, my name is And I am a professional singer. I noticed you have amazing art. I checked your website and your prices do not align with your work. $100 for a sculpture is ridiculous and I will not be paying. However, I have 710 very loyal followers. I would like to use your art in a music video. I do not have money to pay, but my exposure will be plenty. I can tell by your account in your bio that you need money, like anyone with a job, yes. Funnily enough, that's the way the world goes round. 4 sculptures, 18 paintings. Piss off. I need a classical royal vibe, as that is what my work is. You have 24 hours to respond. Oh, OP, better get crack-a-lacking. They've only given you 24 hours. Customers should be your main priority. I will be very happy to work with you. Please text me so we can work this stuff out. Thanks. You can find out what I look like on my profile. I'm not being funny. You're not a customer, love. You're not offering to pay for shit. You are not a customer. Down in the comments, Chicago K8 says, your prices do not align with your art. Now that I've insulted you, give me free stuff, right? And then OP says, and I can tell you need money. I wasn't even offended. That was just extremely rude. And then HC Mum says, I can tell you need money, but I'm not going to offer you any. And then I am the green hair that says, it seems like she's the one that needs money. Literally. I just never get that as well. When I've seen this a few times in like Choosing Beggars, where someone will try and get a service out of someone and go, well, I can tell you need the money. Like, yeah, that's why I do this and charge for it, for a job. Do you go to work for fun? I don't think so. Next post is posted by Mela99 and says, Mary Poppins with comments. Okie pokey. So this apparently was a listing posted in a pretty well monitored group. So they said, it could be a fake wind up listing, but they doubt it because it's one of those private groups where you have to sort of like apply to enter it and all of that stuff. So yeah. Looking for a Mary Poppins type live-in helper, female only, free housing, must come with own magical umbrella. That didn't say that. I'm a new mum looking for a gentle, reliable woman with warm, Mary Poppins-like energy to help with daytime infant care most days and occasional nighttime support in exchange for free private housing. Utilities only, or utilities waived with regular professional massage. What? Wait, are they saying that the person needs to give a regular massage, or are they saying they want to give the regular massage and they'll waive the utilities? I'm unsure. I'm confused. You'll have your own private studio and independence while being available to help when needed. Your private studio includes private lower level living space, private side door entrance, optional twin bed or California king, shelving plus closet rack, space for mini washer and shared dryer, primary use of main floor bathroom, quiet all-female home, privacy and your own routine when you're off duty. Okay, I would like to know how these people are supposed to afford to live. Like, if the infant care is going to be most days, how are they supposed to afford to live if all you're going to provide is the housing, not even utilities? Primary role, daytime infant care, most frequent need. Holding, feeding and soothing the baby, helping her nap. Diaper changes, keeping her upright after feeds, light baby-related tidying, helping while I shower or work, being an extra pair of hands when needed. Occasional nighttime help, as needed, 1 to 3 nights per week, max. Wow. Bottle feeding, burping, diaper changes, soothing and settling, keeping her upright after feeds, putting her back to sleep, light tidying, only wake me if needed. Availability important. Live on site, generally available when needed day or night. Comfortable with flexible help as newborns can be unpredictable. So yeah, how is this person supposed to work to live, to feed themselves? If you want them to be available as of when needed, they're not going to be able to do another job. Has her own private space when off duty. Ideal for calm, gentle, nurturing women. Great with newborns, independent and reliable. Massage therapist. Oh, so yeah, they want a massage off them. Estheticians, holistic healers, caregivers, cannabis friendly or neutral. House rules. Female only, no children, no dogs, no overnight guests, no parties, no heavy substances, clean, respectful energy. Screening. Background check required. Short screening questionnaire. 2 references, social media or ID verification. Security deposit. Covers potential damages only, not rent. Why are they having to pay you to work? If it's not a good fit, this is a service for housing agreement, not a rental. If needed, we use a simple mutual 30-day notice period so everything ends smoothly. If interested, please message 1. A bit about yourself, 2. Experience with infants, 3. Daytime plus occasional nights availability, 4. Whether you offer therapeutic massage, 5. Social media verification, 6. 2 references. I don't know why the bit about massages is cracking me up so much. Is this person actually delusional? Honestly, I feel like the people that post these sort of things must be the sort of people that got spoiled by their parents, just got everything they wanted, because do you not live in the real world? What? So we actually have some comments from that post as well. So an anonymous member says, this is illegal and you're not allowed to use room and board as payment for services like this. I would research this further. Somebody recently posted something like this in the something nannies Facebook group, and you could check it out there. Another anonymous user says, not saying this in a harsh way, but I'm not sure if anyone would work for no pay. I get that there is free housing, which is a huge plus, but they still need money to survive, meaning they need a second job. I don't know how practical that exchange is. Well, there's no room for a second job because they literally said in the listing that they need the person to be available as of when. So basically, whenever the mum goes, come on, come running, they have to go running to help them. And that's not sustainable with having a second job. So, yeah. So someone says, I think this is your second time posting this today. Lots of people told you on the other post that this is illegal. Telling people that they can live there for free and massage you to get utilities waived while needing to be at your beck and call and not having the availability to work a second job to do a wild thing like make money is gross. It is illegal to employ someone and not pay them. It is illegal to use housing as pay for services. I think you should reconsider this. And then someone else says, and you have to pay a security deposit. What? Yeah, that's the bit that got me. Like, there was so many comments, by the way, that they posted, but they were all just basically saying the exact same thing of, you are delusional if you think that this is 1, above board and legal, 2, anyone's ever going to take it. So Wizard Doff Mops says, my favourite is only waking me if needed. Yeah. And then Sphinx Bear says, she can have that. It's called a night nanny, and in my area they go for $50 to $60 per hour. And then Exact Employee 1792 says, too many people have babies while conveniently ignoring the whole they do not sleep thing. Do not have children if you are not prepared to lose sleep for potentially years. Next post, Impressive Aid 3381 post saying, offer backfires. I know a lot of people are experiencing food insecurity right now. I am far from rich, but I made an offer on my local next door that I could help 1 or 2 people who needed food right now. Ah, that's sweet of you. Several people responded, and I met up with one on Saturday. I had gone through my pantry for staples and purchased a gift card to a local grocery store so she could purchase fresh foods. Now, enter Choosing Beggar. First, she asked me to purchase chips, cookies, cakes, white bread, sugar and meat. I have no issue with everyone having treats because we all deserve that, exactly. But the majority of that list is non-nutritive. Next, she told me her car had just died and couldn't meet. I asked if someone else could meet me, but she said no. I then offered to have the groceries delivered if she paid the delivery fee. The response was asking if I could deliver it to a location quite far away instead. I'm tired. I feel dirty and used. I don't want to be suspicious, but this whole situation just reeks. Yeah, if they're changing where they want it to be delivered to and things like that, I think I would back away right there and then, to be honest. Down in the comments of that post, Just a Girl Eating Cake says that's when you say no and move on to someone more deserving. I'm sorry your generosity wasn't appreciated. And then Blush and Bite 'em says, yep, some people mistake kindness for unlimited access. Saying, nope, not today isn't cold. It's just choosing not to let someone drain your battery for free. Boundaries are cheaper than therapy. Yep. And then Cultural Agency says, 1434 says, boundaries are cheaper than therapy. This needs to be said way more often. Yeah, therapy is not cheap. Can attest to that. Next post, posted by Davy Tag, says, come care for our 5 children on our fruit farm for free. So it says, the roll says, fruity au pair roll in such and such a land. Hello, we are looking for a special person to become a part of our family here in this magical jungle and fruity paradise. We are in the beginning phases of visioning and dreaming into an existence, a fruit-centered, intergenerational village. We have a 7-hectare piece of land opposite a maturing and sometimes abundant 5-hectare fruit forest, a short walk from a beautiful and swimmable river. We have great quality and alive drinking water. We are looking for an open, consistent, reliable, and earthy someone to immerse themselves into our lives and support us with our 5 children, ages 0, so baby, 3, 6, 10, and 12 years old. We simultaneously run a retreat centre dedicated to fruit-based healing and detoxification as tools for inner and spiritual transformation. You would be housed on the retreat lands and have your own private room, a short walk from our family home, where we plant to be eating communally. Was that plan, or is it meant to say plant, or was it meant to say plan? I don't know. I digress. Fruits, raw vegan meals, and simple cooked foods. We are looking for someone excited by and dedicated to accompanying our children, as well as supporting us in a busy family life as we dream into manifestation a big vision together. We already have support with cleaning and house support, so we look for someone primarily to become a part of our family rhythm. Play, homeschooling, gardening, bedtimes, etc. You should be comfortable with jungle living, resourceful, excited by community visioning and the prospect of being part of this project. Well educated and dedicated in fruit-based living. If desired, there are also opportunities to support and co-facilitate with our retreats. This is not a paid role. There we are. Or a job advertisement. It's an invitation into something deeper, to become part of and co-create a wonderful vision, be in service to children and immerse yourself into a beautiful, fruity lifestyle, and being fully supported in transitioning to jungle life, and on your path of fruit-based living. Cult. Message me directly or comment below. This sounds like somewhere you would go to and never be allowed to leave. Oh my goodness. The not paid role part aside, this actually sounds sinister, to put it quite plainly. Message me directly or comment below. And for some reason, they've just done a really messy photo of a tree. Not a very appealing angle, but I see what you were going for. So, down in the comments, Caracello says holy cult, exactly. And they already have cleaning and house support. Why do I feel like more kids are gonna pop up? Yeah. Edit, hey, so I was able to find the original post and yeah, creepy. And then Willing Primary 330 says, the fruit shall provide. And then Shedji Dan, that was hard to say, said, blessed be the Fruit Loops. So, next post, Huns26 posted, I would like a free male kitten that will be 8 to 10 weeks old by Christmas that I can pick up on Christmas Eve. Why? Why? Looking for a, preferably, male kitten, free, for Christmas. Currently have a 10-year-old neutered male cat. Would like one that will be around 8 to 10 weeks at Christmas time if possible. Would be a huge bonus if you would allow me to pick up Christmas Eve after my kids go to bed, 7:30ish. Can make other arrangements if not possible. Thanks in advance. Stop trying to pick up animals for Christmas presents, especially for free, because I had a lot of people being extremely rude and judgmental on the Iroquois. Oh, I'm not even trying that page. Please don't bother commenting rescues, as that's not the route I'm looking at, because they usually don't have the age I want, or if they do, they go super fast. Looking to give a good home to a kitten that someone is trying to rehome for free. The fact that they keep saying for free concerns me, because if you can't afford to buy the kitten in the first place, how are you going to afford to feed them, house them, veterinary bills, all of that stuff, you know, keep up with their vaccinations, keep up with their fleaing, their worming, things like that. I understand when getting from a rescue they are vetted and neutered, spayed already, but I have no problem looking after that myself, as I have with my current cat. Well, then buy it. If you have the money to do those things, buy it. Oh my goodness. And again, just don't get cats for like Christmas or birthdays. Get pets because you've taken a long time to think about it and you want a pet. When anyone says, oh, I've decided to get this pet for this Christmas or birthday, it does worry me, because I wonder, is this a decision you've really thought through, or is this like on a whim? Never get a pet on a whim. So down in the comments, Duchess of Clary says, sigh, looking into my crystal ball. June 2026. Need to get rid of a cat tearing up my leather sofa and making a mess with the litter box. Wasn't able to get him fixed, didn't have the money, but comes with a fancy collar and a half a bag of Friskies. Need picked up next 2 days. I don't want to have to take him to the shelter. And then Charming Insurance says, exactly. I work in a rescue and loathe the way she wants the cats the night before. Sounds like she wants a gift and not a breathing soul that she will take care of for up to 20 years, if we're lucky to have them that long. The whole she will vet it herself is BS. Rescues and shelters get all of that done the cheapest you will find. I'm in SoCal and our fees are $100 to $150 after they are spayed, neutered, vaccine and chipped. You can barely get a vet appointment for that price here. We spend more than that on food and litter most times, for fuck's sake. Literally, exactly. Like, you can't just get a pet thinking in the short term. I have had my eldest cat for 10 years. Like, I got him as a kitten and he's been with me for 10 years and he's still going absolutely strong. He still thinks he's a young boy, a young little man. And my snake that I have downstairs, I rehomed her with my ex. So we're talking 13 years ago. At that point, she was 10 years old. So yeah, 23 years, and she's probably still got a good few years left in her, you know? So yeah, these pets, they're not just going to be with you for a couple of years, they're going to be with you for a long time, and you have to try and think into the future. And I know, obviously, that sometimes things happen that people can't help, and that is how it is, unfortunately. But I feel like people like this woman who don't even want to pay for it, they're not thinking about the long term. They're just thinking about a cute little gift to be like the best parent, to win the best parent Olympics, you know? Anyway, I think that's all we've got time for today. If you made it all the way to the end with me, then I appreciate you very, very much. If you leave a little like, comment, subscribe, notifications on, that's your initiation into the Coven of Void. Welcome. Whatever it is you're doing for the day, I hope you have a really good rest of the day. Goodbye.